Let's come to order and go on the record, please. I'm Charlotte Mitchell, Chair of the Utilities Commission, and with me this morning are Commissioners Duffley, Hughes, McKissick, Kimmerite, Brawley, and Tucker. In compliance with State Government Ethics Act, I remind members of the Commission of our duty to avoid conflicts of interest and inquire at this time as to whether any member of the Commission has a known conflict with respect to the matters coming before us this morning. The record will reflect that no conflicts have been identified, so we will proceed with Public Staff Item 1.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Jeff Thomas. I'm an engineer with the Energy Division. Electric item P1 is a request by Duke Energy Progress to proceed with initial construction activities for a transmission line in Chatham County, North Carolina, as part of its application for a certificate of environmental compatibility and public convenience and necessity. This is a half-mile, 230 kilovolt transmission line necessary to provide services to a Wolfspeed semiconductor manufacturing facility at the Chatham County Siler City Advanced Manufacturing Site. Public staff has reviewed the motion and recommends the Commission approve the request and issue the proposed order with edits suggested by the Commission staff. Further, the public staff plans to make its recommendation regarding the full CE-CPCN application on or before February 5th, 2024.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Commissioner McKissick.
Just one quick question. You answered one that we had in mind, so you plan on bringing it back for our consideration by February 5th.
I do, yes.
Okay, and secondly, I noticed in the order, it referred to the application being unsigned. And I went back to the rules, I couldn't determine whether, it talks about the content of the application, it talks about the content of the notice and all that type of thing, but I didn't know why that had been, identified or singled out as an unsigned application. See the first paragraph?
I see. I believe it has to do with the fact that the information that's provided to us ahead of the filing is unsigned, but I'd have to defer to my counsel for any other questions.
Well, you could get
Yes.
let me know later.
Sure, yeah, I can look into it.
Or it looks like somebody back there might have some information to share. It might.
Morning, Chair Mitchell and Commissioners. My name is Brady Allen. I'm outside counsel for Duke Energy. The statutes require when we file a motion for a waiver of the notice and hearing requirements that it be pre-filed unsigned for 20 days with the public staff. Then after that 20 days, we file the signed application, which would have been filed January 7th, 20 days after December 18th.
Very good. That answers that question. And I gather the notice we're waiving is the public notice is printed in the newspaper that I guess on 3 or 4 occasions. Is that what
That's what is the
Right.
motion to waive. It's waiving that notice requirement.
that's what I
And
gathered.
then
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. You answered my question.
All right,
Further questions?
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Any additional questions for Mr. Thomas? All right. All in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Public Staff Item 2.
Good morning. I am Evan Lawrence, engineer with the Public Staff's Energy Division. Without objection, I'd like to present items 2 and 3 together. Electric items 2 and 3 consists of applications for certificates of public convenience and necessity for construction of electric generating facilities and registrations for new renewable energy facilities. The public staff has reviewed the application and recommends the Commission approve the applications, issue the certificates, and accept the registration statements.
Move approval of staff recommendation for items number 2 and 3.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the items number 2 and 3 be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions or discussion on that motion? All right, you may proceed.
Just, I don't know whether it's appropriate or not, what is the cost of the transmission line to?
Commissioner Tucker, make sure you're mic'd, please.
What is the cost of the transmission line to this 4.99 solar facility for Duke?
I do not have that information.
You're welcome to get back to me. Just my edification as far as these costly transmission lines to small solar sites. Thank you.
And
Thank you, Madam Chair.
just for clarification on, that would be item number 3.
Mhm.
And that is connecting to a co-op, not to Duke Energy, but
Okay,
there may still be costs for Duke Energy, and we can certainly find that out.
okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
All right, it's just as a reminder, it's been moved and seconded that items 2 and 3 be approved as recommended by the public staff. All in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. All right, we will move to public staff item 4.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Tommy Williamson, engineer with the Public Staff Energy Division. Items 4 through 6 are applications from Dominion Energy, North Carolina for new DSME programs. There was a discussion on the portfolio performance incentive, and therefore the parties have worked together with commission staff and added a clarification to each of these orders that for these programs that the PPI would be approved would be eligible for PPI if approved by the commission. Public staff has reviewed the applications and recommends their approval as filed. Thank you.
Move approval of items 4 through 6 with the added language.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that items 4, 5, and 6 be approved as recommended by the public staff with the addition of language that's been agreed to by the parties. Questions or discussion on that motion? All right, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? That motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Williamson. All right, public staff item 7.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Sashi Bhatta, engineer with the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, and Telephone Division. Item number 7 is docket number W218 sub 550, which is an application by Aqua North Carolina. They filed a notification of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide water and sewer utility services in Ardmore at Flowers Plantation in Johnston County. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed order recognizing the contiguous extension and approving the rates.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions or discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Bada.
Thank you.
All right, we will move to public staff item 8.
Okay, I have number 8 again. This is a docket number W218 sub 579. Aqua North Carolina Inc. filed a notification of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide water and sewer utility services in North District at Flowers Plantation in Johnston County. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed order recognizing the contiguous extension and approving the rates.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions or discussion on the motion? All right, all in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? That motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Bada. All right, we will move to public staff item 10.
Number 9.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 9, yes. Apologies.
This is also an application by Aqua North Carolina Inc., which is the docket number 218, W218 sub 581, which is a notification of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide water and sewer utility services in Castlewood subdivision at Flowers Plantation in Johnston County. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed order recognizing the contiguous extension and approving the rates.
Move approval of staff recommendation.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Questions or discussion on the motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye. Any opposed? All right, that motion carries. Thank you very much. All right, now we will move to public staff item 10.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Wade with the Public Staff Water, Sewer, and Telephone Division. Communication items 10, 11, and 12 present interconnection agreement amendments and an amendment filed for commission approval by AT&T North Carolina and Ellerby Telephone Company. The public staff has reviewed the filings and recommend that orders issued approving the amendments and agreement effective on the date they were filed.
Move approval of staff recommendations for items 10, 11, and 12.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that items 10, 11, and 12 be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions or discussion on that motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? All right, that motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Wade. All right, the commission has before us for approval our minutes from the January 16th staff conference. Take a motion. All right. Okay. Questions or discussion on the motion? All right, all in favor indicate with an eye. Is there anyone opposed? All right, those minutes are approved. All right, before we adjourn, any additional business for the commission this morning? Mr. Hinton, you may proceed.
Chair Mitchell and fellow commissioners on here is two new people to the Economic Research Division, Greg Rieger here and Patrick Fahey. So the Economic Research Division has increased about 200%.
Well, gentlemen, welcome. It's nice to meet you and put names with faces. We look forward to getting to hearing more from you. If there is anything you would like to say to the commission, now's your chance. All right. All right, that's probably a good decision there. Again, welcome and welcome to the team here. Thank you, Mr. Hinton. All right, anything else before we call it a morning? All right, with that, we will be adjourned. Thank you very much. Let's go off the record, please.